Hello and welcome back to the SpinFast channel. Thanks for tuning in today for this very special episode. We've got a guest with us today, and usually we wanted to do this live, but we had some technical difficulties and we had to record the whole process. We've got some desync in the audio, so please bear with us that not everything is perfect. For those of you who came for the winner drawing of the RC-Hangar15 box, please skip right to the end if you want, but you're gonna miss some really good news about the TANGO 2 that Trappy himself is gonna tell us about. So stay tuned for about 50 minutes and then you'll know more. Okay, welcome to our first live streaming interview episode here on the SpinFast channel. I got with me my good friend Toby and as a special guest from Hong Kong, Raphael, and he's going to tell us something about that is revealed yet, or it has been announced yet, and we want to know more about the TBS TANGO 2, Trappy. What's up with that product?
I don't think it's going to be a very long discussion about the TANGO 2, to be honest, because it's still a very secret project we've been working on it for. Oh, when was the TANGO 2 announced? I think 2 years ago. So it's been a project that's been in the works for about two and a half years at TBS. And it's basically like ever since we launched the TANGO 1, the complaints have always been the same, or the suggestions, or the points of improvement. So I have here, for those of you that don't know, this is the TANGO 1, right? So to summarize, 3 or 4 issues that have come up very frequently is one is the video screen is useless. Interestingly enough,
like most TBS products.
Interestingly enough, the video screen is also the feature that basically sets us apart from everybody else, which is also the reason why people love the TANGO 1 so much. But I would say the video screen has kind of made it a niche product, right? So that was one of the things that kind of stopped it from becoming available or more widely adopted. The second thing was the software, and again, interestingly enough, it is one of the strong points for the people that use it, but one of the most complained about features for the people that don't use it. So they would like to have OpenTX running on it, and this is why they didn't buy it. The people that are using it like the simplicity of it. So like we don't have has any of you ever used the TANGO before?
Yes, I did.
So how do you like the programming menu?
Yeah, it's great. It's just nothing you can basically do wrong in there.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no settings, right?
It's amazing. If you're coming from OpenTX, which is for beginners, honestly, it's overwhelming for someone who never has been in RC before. It's just, you don't get it, yeah? It's super complicated.
Yeah. I mean, you have to watch 3 hours of Joshua Bardwell to get acquainted with it. Which and by that time, then it is a really powerful software, right? I'm not saying OpenTX isn't good or it isn't user friendly. It's just very powerful, right? So it's like Microsoft Excel or whatever software tool like Photoshop. If you have Microsoft Paint, you can draw paintings much quicker, but with Photoshop, you can just make nicer paintings because it's a better tool. So on the TANGO as well, like we have no settings. You basically select what flight controller is on the drone, and that's it. And you give it a name. So like there is no model settings. You basically create profiles for the type of drone that you're using and for the type of flight controller that is on the drone. So you would have Betaflight Racer or Betaflight Film Rig profiles on your remote control, and all of the settings, the individuality of the individual drones is made on the flight controller itself, not on the remote control. So the theory behind the software that we developed for the TANGO 1 was to basically, the drone is way smarter than the remote control anyway, so why don't we do all the settings on the remote control? But I guess people are just used to OpenTX and how it works, especially in the FPV community. I think 99.9% of the people are using an OpenTX compatible remote control. So So people are just used to how it works, and this is why that was one of the second complaints that we got. And the third complaint, and again, it's one of the reasons why people who have the Tango and who like it, they swear by it. It's the size. So if you, I mean, it's not that much larger. Like a regular size remote control ends about here, right? So it's realistically it's 3 or 4 centimeters wider, and about the same height as a standard remote control. But the wider stance makes it feel, in my opinion, more comfortable when you're flying. Yeah, this exactly. Yeah. But again, the size means it lacks portability. And if you're a drone pilot, you know, we always walk around with our backpacks, whereas regular RC pilots, you know, drive around with a car with their models in the trunk. For us, it's mainly backpacks, so portability is a big issue. And last but not least, the Tango does not include its own RF module, so that means if you get the Tango out of the box, that's how you get it. So there is no radio transmission system. There's no Crossfire. There's no XJT for the FRSKY 2.4 link. You have to buy these separately, and you plug it in here, and then it works just like a regular remote. So these are kind of the four major gripes that we've or complaints that we've heard from people who have not bought it. And apart from the last one, it's kind of there is a diehard fan group of the Tango users, and they swear by the feature 1, 2, and 3. So the size, the video receiver, screen, and what was the last one? The software, the simplicity of the software. They like those three things, right? But it's a very small niche group of users. And personally, for me, I have no problems with the Tango. I like it. I mean, I developed it according to my tastes. But personally, for me, it's a little bit on the expensive side. So there you have point 5 on the things that we are looking to improve.
So you're saying you're basically delivering to every Crossfire set that has been or is going to be bought. You're going to be delivering a TBS Tango 2 for about $29, right?
Yeah, $29.95 exactly. And the dealers will need to pay at least $40 for it.
That's a payment in there.
So to sum it up, software OpenTX, smaller, no video screen, cheaper, and very portable.
What about maybe a video screen that you can additionally attach to it if you want to?
Yes. Well, I for those of you familiar with Steele, they've seen the FPV watch that he uses. And do you have one laying around, Martin? I see you looking on your desk.
We all use it. I mean, the day it popped out on one of his first videos, everybody was like, "Where do I get it? I need this."
It's a brilliant idea. So actually, when he first showed me this product, I was like, "Oh, okay. Now I know why the Tango doesn't need a video screen." So it's kind of that thing where in favor of portability, you kind of make it an accessory rather a built-in product, and you don't really have to make a new video screen. You just use the one that you can buy. They're fairly cheap. They're really for the price, the performance is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So why reinvent the wheel?
So I predict you have one little screen coming from Ethics or TBS.
I can't talk about Ethics products, but I don't want to start any rumors. I'm just saying, like, the video screens are nice, and if people really if they want to have a remote control that also has a video screen, you can just buy a video screen, right? So that was like why we have I really like the video screen feature, and I don't think the people that have never used the Tango before understand how convenient it is to have a video screen on it. The goggles are just so annoying to put on your head. Like, just checking video. Do I have good video? Right? You have to and then look inside. Oh yeah, I have good video. And then you have, you're moving around with your hands, and it's whereas with the Tango, you just turn it on. Oh yeah, I got good video. Um, and another a really neat feature that is probably going to die. And I really don't want to make any commercial advertising for the Tango One, because it's kind of like it's been well, we're not remaking more. Like we have a final batch that we're making right now, and we're not making any more. But one of the things that is really nice about the Tango is you can change the transmitter channel from your remote, because through the smart audio link of the Crossfire, the drone knows, or the remote control knows what transmitter channel you're on. Right? So basically, you power up the Tango, you set I want to be on this channel, and you push this button, and it will upload the channel. So what happens is, while you're flying and you have some kind of interference, you just search for an empty channel and you push the button, and then the video transmitter will jump on that channel. And that's saved my ass plenty of time.
If some idiot powers on your channel, you can literally change both your receiving end and the transmitting drone within seconds. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But that feature is probably going to go away with the Tango One, because now it's a separate accessory, so the two are not talking to each other anymore, right? But it's a small price to pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So that's pretty much a good outlook on how the Tango is going to be looking like. Are you kind of sticking to the same design then, or is it going to look completely different? Can you say anything about that?
Well, in terms of the design, we've always championed the gamepad type controllers. I don't think there's been any. I actually looked through the Tango One prototypes that we started around the time when we brought out the TBS Discovery One. So that was 5 years ago, five and a half years ago.
Question me.
Something like that, I think. And it looked kind of like a PlayStation controller back then. And then, by adding the screen and by adding the JR module bay and all these functionalities, it's kind of become this, it grew in size and in scope. I already revealed that it's going to be smaller, and it's definitely going to be a gamepad type controller. But I myself, I'm a pincher or hybrid. I hold the sticks like this, right? So I use two fingers rather than just thumbs.
I tried that. Hybrid? I never heard about hybrid.
Yeah, so you have your index finger on the stick is like this, so thumb on the top and index finger around. Yeah. This is also how Steele flies. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Everybody else is flying hybrid and just haven't heard about it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the stick cams of the top pilots, I haven't seen anybody really thumbing. For me is a really weird concept because it doesn't feel stable. I don't feel stable with my thumbs, just with the thumbs. There's not enough pressure. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you look, like, Steele flies really weirdly. Like, he had his pinching is kind of like this, so his index finger is all the way on.
Yeah.
Like, he will touch the throttle stick around here. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you hold on to something from both sides, right, you have a better grip on it. So, like, one of the major complaints about most of the gamepad type controllers that have been out, like the Turnigy Evolution, or the FRSKY X Lite, or just like the little toy remote controls from Horizon or from Parrot, is that you're kind of forced into thumbing. So this is why it's kind of not taken over, on the professional side.
But we still will be able to change the sticks in particular. If we want to
Yeah.
have a thumbing platform, we can put like this on there. Okay, so that's not going to change. That's important for me because sometimes I change it. When I know I definitely have to concentrate on the sticks very much for like the seldomly fact or day when I fly a race or something, I do a little bit more pinching style. Okay, maybe a hybrid. You can call
Yeah.
it. And sometimes when I do easy freestyle, I use these. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the tower of or the mushroom type game
Mushroom.
buttons.
That's a mushroom. Okay.
Yeah.
Also use it as a flute. Okay. Okay. Good. So estimated time of arrival, not before Christmas, I suppose.
I hope before Christmas. It's the project is very near to completion, for a workable prototype. So at that point, it just becomes a question of how to call it, like, how satisfied are we with the beta experience. So, like, we're going to build a couple units, and then we're going to take it out and test fly it, and just use the product, right, before we release it. But there's a couple of really, I wouldn't say like mind-blowing innovations, but it's not going to be a remote control that anybody is going to be expecting. That's all I can say.
I've heard that sentence a couple of times from Team Blacksheep. Not what everybody.
Yeah, it's going to go right along the lines of pretty much all of our previous releases, where it's going to probably take a day or two for people to really understand why certain design decisions were made.
So that was our interview with Mr. Trappy, Raphael Pirker from Hong Kong, and I hope you liked it. If you liked this interview, please leave a message down below, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. We'll probably be doing more videos and interviews in the forthcoming month, but for now, this should be enough. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
So guys, before we end this video, we are still owing you the winner of the giveaway from last week, the RC-Hangar15 box, if you remember. And I want to pick the winner right now, so please stay with me while I enter the video here in the random comment picker and randomly pick a winner. I picked ourselves. That's not possible. No. Next one is someone without Facebook. Next one is Dr. Gadget, alles erledigt, jetzt nur noch das Glücksschweinchen finden. You found the luck pick. Is that the right translation of Glücksschwein? I don't know. Dr. Gadget, please reach out to us via Instagram or YouTube, and yeah, you won. Congratulations. So see you in the next video, guys. Bye.